Welcome back, everyone. I'm Crane Bramp, your old Brainiacs, and today on Indie Gaming Lunch, we're sneaking a peek at a sci-fi themed roguelike bullet heaven by Proton Studios called Time Wasters. Now, I am a huge fan of this genre if you've seen me stream, and I have definitely wasted some time in Time Wasters in a good way, and still haven't beaten a final elite boss. I was so close this last run, though. But I'm still excited to share this one with you. Now, as always, there's a link down in the Steam page in the description if you're interested in trying this title out for yourself. And while you're down there, just tap that like and subscribe button if you don't mind. Helps out the channel, and this episode's likes go towards stabilizing local space-time so that the world doesn't end. Hey, it's a worthy cause. Anyway, let's talk about the game really quick. The best place to start is actually the play screen. We'll talk about the upgrades after that because it's really best to talk about this first. So very similar to most roguelikes, this has different characters. You begin with Azurine, who does the super plasma, which is like this really, really low damage but super fast like spread cannon that eventually can like almost shoot in a 360 around you constantly. And then you have like Vermilion, she does fireballs. You have Corrosia, who leaves a slime trail. They have some really interesting weapons here. And each of these, you begin with the very first one unlocked, and I believe the second one. And then you unlock the other ones by doing little items like upgrading a certain weapon to level 10 or so on and so forth. And the only one I have left is actually my favorite weapon in the game, Static Field, because I almost wonder if you can possibly even win a run without it. It's so important, but I haven't unlocked this yet because it's upgrade the gold refinery to level 6, and a lot of times I don't use the gold refinery. We'll talk about that here in a minute. So let's back up real quick and then talk about upgrades. Now, upgrades you have per captain. I've spent quite a bit of currency in the meta progression. The meta progression are these things called space cubes. You get them in-game by beating elites and things such as that. And then you spend them in your various captains. There are also outposts. So this game has a really interesting concept that when you're playing on the map, there are different planets and they're outposts, and they're things like the hull repair outpost where you can pick up hull repair, the gold refinery, which when you're within its radius, it produces more gold when you kill enemies, the super plasma outpost, which is an outpost that has turrets on it that assist you in fighting, and then the supernova outpost, which is like a nuke that damages everything on the screen and has upgradable damage. And you can spend these space cube upgrades to get cooldowns and multipliers and so on and so forth. Then, you have regular power-ups just like you would in a normal bullet heaven, like better defense, more offense. You can see I've got my offense maxed out. Once you get above a certain level and have a bigger number of time cubes spent, such as more than 10 or more than 40, then you unlock this stuff down here. You see that I've got some stuff scattered around. So, yeah, there is a lot to take in. When you get in the game, there's even more to take in. You have the outposts to deal with. You also have attacks on the outposts. Anyway, let's jump right in. I'm actually going to use my strongest captain, which is Vermilion. She is a fireball. I've got her almost completely unlocked. This is the one I was talking about last round. I was so close. 119 waves out of 120 of the champion rank. Enemies come in waves, and there's various ranks of the waves. They'll go through several waves, and then they kind of level up, and then you go through several waves, and they level up, and so on and so forth. So let me page through the captains really quick so that you can pause it and take a look if you want to. These are all of their special abilities that they have. Usually they'll start with one particular weapon, and then you add on. And another really neat thing is that you can also, as part of your level up, get another captain as crew. So, for instance, let's say I was playing Azurine and I got Vermilion as part of my crew. All of this stuff under captain info: max fireballs, fireball range, shield recharge per second when not moving. That right there would get added into any fireball levels that I had, and the same with all of these other crews. So it's really kind of neat. Everything's got kind of a synergy to it. So let's go on and get started. Let me quit gabbing. And yeah, we'll get right on off of this. So what I usually do is, this is the gold outpost. You'll see that it says gold dropped while in range is plus 0.05. There's also a gold refinery right here that has a cooldown in 52 seconds. It'll give me another gold chest that I can do. So what I usually do is I hang out here for a wave or two. I'm also trying to kill the big gold thing. It's kind of like a treasure. I would call it a gold bug if it was a fantasy game, but this is like a treasure ship. And when you finally kill it, it'll drop a... almost got it. It'll drop... come on. Give me that right there. It'll drop that. Oh, almost got the crud beat out of me right there. Didn't get out of there in time. Let's go on and select our upgrades. So I usually try to wait till I've got a few done. But anyway, let's do max hull. So novas are an explosion that come out from you. They're actually pretty good. So I'm going to go on and pick that up. We'll go on and increase our fireball damage. We could pick up Cat as a crew and use super katanas, but I'm not going to use them. They're for like really close range play. And we're going to try a run as long as we can, which means that we need the static field to keep people off us. So we'll go fireball damage. We will go... Ooh. Yeah, give me Tesla. I'll probably pick up lightning at some point. There's my static field. Let's do Nova per shot plus 10. Give that static field some range. And you can see the little... kind of like plasma circle around me. That is the static field. It does damage. And we're going to hang out here at the gold outpost for a couple of more waves. I'll speed it up. And we're just going to kind of hang out here and get a few more upgrades. Alright, so I thought I might chime in right here because this is a little thing that happens. It's an event, and basically you get surrounded by these bumper things where you can't get out. They're like bumper buoys in space, and then they shoot these balls at you. This is another reason the static field is almost essential to have. Not only can you select upgrades that let it slow down enemies, but it also destroys those little bursts that you get when the bumpers come around. I don't know what they're called. I just call them space bumpers. Anyway, let's go on and do our upgrade. We've got 10 levels worth. Yes, I'm one of those guys who saves my stuff. So let's do static field range. Ooh, this is actually a good choice. Let's do knockback, Nova per shot, attack speed on our fireballs, static field range. I don't really like any of these. You can pick up time cubes. We'll talk about those later. Those let you reroll. We'll do hull damage. Static field damage, definitely. Max fireballs. Fireball damage. Static field slows enemies. The thing about loading up with weapons, you can get a lot of weapons, but it's just like any other bullet heaven. The more weapons that you get, unfortunately, the less points that you have to go around. So you can either get, you know, a few really badass weapons that work well together, or you can try to be a jack of all trades and just like vomit stuff out there without a thought for synergy. All right, so now let's talk about some of the like icons on the screen. You'll notice that there are icons pointing me towards stuff. One of them, here's the super plasma outpost. You see that it's got turrets. They're shooting. They're helping me out. I can draw cards that increases damage, give it additional turrets, and all kinds of other stuff. This can become important late game if you're willing to spend enough points to hang out here. Works really good with builds where you don't move much. All right, you'll also find all kinds of little things floating around. These are mines. You can ram them and set them off. Oh, let me get out of here. You can ram them and set them off, but they've got a little bit of gold in them. Usually they're not worth messing with unless you're just like dealing out a ton of damage and can pretty much just smoke them when you come by. All right, so we have our first elite. Basically, the elite will show up, and this little black, I guess, hole surrounds you. You can't go outside the horizon of it, or you take damage. Usually, there will be some enemies that you're stuck fighting. It'll also shoot at you. This is another reason why the static field is so important, are these elite bosses. But the good thing is, if you get trapped in here with some enemies, which is usually the case, then it's once you destroy them, no more enemies show up. So you can do this one of two ways. You can either attack the side, or you can attack the main body. If you attack the sides and take them out, it still counts towards the main health, but it takes the weapons out. It's good for like really tough bosses that you're going to be in a long combat with. Yeah, let me go down here and pick up this gold refinery, and then we have got another event to talk about, which is your outposts getting attacked. Yeah, not only is it enough that everything's trying to kill you, but they're also trying to kill all of your planets and everything that like feeds you and makes you work, gets you better. So we're gonna run up here and we're gonna try to see what we can do about protecting this. Now, these things get tougher as the game goes on, but right now they're fairly easy to kill, especially with these fireballs. These fireballs do like a ton of damage. This dude, this little bitty mini elite, needs to get out of my way. There we go. Most of the time you can just sit on these like this. And we're going to go on and do the supernova just to get all of this off of us. I want to do all that damage. It also does damage to the, I guess the planet killers, I guess is what you would call these. I really don't know. I don't think there's any names for them or any lore to this, so we're just going to call it whatever. All right, so we finished this off. We've done that. We can get back up here if we wanted to and use the plasma outpost. However, we now have... really, we got to do the bumper thing right now. I'm trying to get over to the shop. Anyway, we have 7 time cubes right now. Once you have 5 time cubes, you can go spend them in the shop and get what amounts to a super upgrade. They're really important if you want to make deep, long runs. The thing I will tell you, though, you can upgrade while you're there. Yeah, I kind of got beat up. Might have to go pick up some hull repair on this, but I want this time cube. So I would suggest at least having a couple of rerolls that you can do before you get over there, because sometimes it won't fit with your build. But I will take those fireballs. That will help out. Ooh, more fireballs. I'll come back, obviously. I don't have enough to do that. So let's go on and select an upgrade. We've got way too many. Let's do max shields. Let's grab the slime trail. Gold per pickup. I really didn't want that one, but max hull. Shots per second on supernova. Shield recharge when not moving. Fireball damage +5. Shield recharge delay. More slime damage. More fireballs since we picked up all that fireball damage. Shots per second on the Nova. More fireballs. Static range. More static damage. There we go. Whew. All right, now let's head up here, grab this one time cube that's sitting over there. We can also go by here. This is a space cube locator. It there's this little space cube over here, and then you get a chance to get a space cube. You remember you use those for meta progression. Ouch, that was not fair at all. I'll come back and get the space cube. Getting a little tight in here. Let's go on and draw everybody in and just take care of that. All right, let's grab this. This is a super magnet, so we're going to grab that and pull everything in from the entire level. I don't know what that's going to give us. This is our hull repair outpost. We'll grab that. We got 6. That's what we're stopping for. So let's do fireball damage. Nova per shot. Fireball range. Max fireballs again. That's going to come in real handy for elites. Slime damage. Nova knockback. I think knockback is going to be way more important. So, all right, let's go up here and get this time cube that will give us 4 time cubes, in fact. And then we may just hop on over to the gold planet. Actually, looks like I have a couple of... really, this is not time for an elite. All right, let me go on and get these guys out of the way. All right, take care of this guy. Now we've got our static field up enough that I can just sit up here. There you go. And just take care of all that. Yeah, just wipe him from the map. All right, let's run down here and get these 2 gold chests. Hit the gold refinery. And then I guess I'm going to go over here and defend this planet. And I'm going to speed it up just a little bit. The eventual goal is we have 7 time cubes, and I'm heading to the shop. All right, we're at the shop. Man, it takes it's easy to get distracted. Oh, we have a super. I can't pass this up. Did you notice how the planet killers got destroyed by the fireballs? So we're going to take max fireballs, +2, super fireball size, super fireball damage, and fireball damage. Abso-freaking look at that. Oh, yeah, baby. So let's go over here to the Super Plasma Outpost. What else do we have that we... Oh, look at that. That is a beautiful thing. That is an absolutely beautiful thing. You know where we need to be? We need to be over at the gold planet. All right, we've made it to the gold planet. We have 8 upgrades. We have some of these, I was gonna say, you know what? We got these dickheads behind us that keep shooting at us. So we're just gonna play Ring Around the Rosie around the gold planet. I'll go on and do some upgrades. Let's do punch through. I think that's like piercing. It doesn't really say, but that seems to be about right. Let's do static field damage, static field range, definitely damage per nova. Static field range. I don't like any of those. Let's re-roll. I really hate to re-roll. I really do. Let's do max hull. Do I really want to re-roll again? I guess. I've already spent my stuff. So slam trail slows enemies. Slows enemies. All right. So the slime trail comes in really handy when you can surround a group of enemies like this and force them to run across the line, or even do really tight donuts where they have to come across it multiple times. That works really good for the world killers if you're running a slime build. Oh boy, I was just finishing those dudes off when this guy shows up. Now, this particular elite, there's a special way that you kind of need to fight him. Especially if you're running a fireball build, kind of stay out in front and let it attack his body. Get away from me. The point is, I know I just melted him, but the point is that if you take out his weapons, they're like little physical globules at first. But if you take out his weapons and they start, like, they're damaged, so they start spewing, like, energy, not a good thing. Not really where you want to be when you're fighting him. It's a whole lot easier to take out his body. So that's why it's always important on the fireballs to get you some, if you're going to run a fireball build, make sure that you're getting tons of damage and you want plenty of range. Let's go on just Supernova. Just take everybody out. We got 9 freaking levels of upgrades. Oh my gosh. You can also upgrade if you're using a controller like I am using your direction pad, but I'm really bad. I have a 32-inch monitor. I'm really bad at looking to the side and like losing track of shit. So let's do fireball range. I guess we'll do the Nova Outpost. That's really about the best choice. Even though I want shots per second, I'm taking Slime Tail for slows enemies because it's +3. Gold per pickup. Slime damage. Fireball damage. There's my shots per second. I don't like any of these, but I don't want to spend time cubes. Damage per player level. Static field damage again. Look at that. Just absolutely melting. And we do have 5 time cubes, so let me go on and grab all of this. Actually, you know what? We just need to probably go by the super magnet planet, but let's go to the shop really quick. Fireball damage plus frickin' 25. Heck yeah, I'll take that. Oh my gosh, we are going to melt the next boss we see. All right, let's grab this super magnet pickup and see how much stuff we got laying around the battlefield. There we go. Give it all to me. Give it all to me. 3. We're pretty far along right now, so it's going to be kind of difficult to get stuff. Let's go hang out by the gold planet. That'll help out. Oh my gosh, the fireballs are absolutely disintegrating. Actually, Supernova Outpost plus 10 damage? Yeah, I'll take that. Well, we might go down there and hang out. Oh, I gotta take that crew for Corrosia. Sorry. I was gonna upgrade the turret and add a turret, but we'll do static field damage. Static field damage plus 20. Yeah, I'll take that. At this point, there was a fireball plus 0.5. Not gonna matter. More knockback always. More punch through. Heck, even more punch through. More slime damage. All right. Let's head down to the Super Plasma Turret planet. All right, we have one of the... I don't remember if this was the final boss before the elite boss. Ouch! Really need to stop that, sir. He's not going to last long against my fireballs, but I got to keep him off of me. There we go. All right, we actually need probably some hull repair out of that, so let's just go on and cruise down here. Plus, there's a time cube, so... the gold planet is under attack. Let's grab this this gold vault before we get over there. I'm going to grab this, and then I'm going to hang around the super magnet planet for a minute and grab it, and then we'll go take care of the gold planet. I was going to sit there for just a minute, but I was kind of worried about those little mini elites with the shields. They were getting kind of close, so... But yeah, we were just sitting there just melting and eating. Melting and eating were all we were doing. Also, I do want to make a fact about another little note about these bumper things. As you go up in level, the balls that they shoot at you also increase in health. So you can't just get like one level of static field and expect it to like support you the entire game. Not that I've like tried that and thought I could do that. Not saying that in any kind of way. Yeah. Well, oh crap! We got 11 upgrades. Let's do them real quick. Fireball damage. I'll take that. I'll take more fireball damage. I will take range. Let's take that slime damage. Slime trail length is always good. Shield recharge per second. I'm going to end up needing that. I'm going to need shields. We're going to do fireball damage, fireball range again. We'll do another turret. Definitely more Nova damage. And yeah, let me see if I can get out of here before these guys actually try to kill me. And we'll go back down by the plasma turret planet because things are getting near the end game. They're also getting kind of heckers. We do need to run to the shop. We've got 5 left. Oh, none of that's good. All right, we're going to have to go. I may get a time cube. And we'd be able to go back to the shop for a reroll, but I'm not doing any of those, so. And there's our time cube. Actually, 2 of them right there. Let's run up here and see what we can get. Oh, look at that. Static field, slows enemies +3 and +30 damage. I will take that. And back down to the super plasma turret planet because this where we're gonna hang out. Well, the only thing about these guys that shoot, even the field does like warp and slow down their shots, but they're still a pain. You do have to keep on the move to keep away from these guys. All right, we've got the elite fire ship. This one's actually not too hard. It actually, what it does is it makes like runs at you. And it's kind of weird. It like butts its butt up to you, and then like it goes to like, I don't know, trying to run you over backwards. Oh, I didn't even notice that, and we died. But anyway, that should give you guys a good insight into everything. I hope y'all enjoyed Time Wasters. Remember, the link is in the description if you want to check it out. I really appreciate you guys showing up today. If you don't mind, like and subscribe to the video would really help out. Regardless, either way, have a good one. I'll see you guys next time on Indie Gaming Lunch.